Hi, YouTube. It's been a while since I've done a vlog, and this is a little bit of a different one. As you can see, I'm on my Facebook page. I don't even know how to start this. Um, Early Monday morning, I got a phone call from my aunt that my dad finally lost his years-long battle with bladder cancer. Um, Although he had been sick for a while, I never knew him as being sick. I never saw him being too weak to do anything or losing weight or any of that. So it was a bit of a shock. Um, God, it's going to be rambly and weird. But I think, my biggest problem I'm having with this is that we did have a strained relationship. We were estranged, I guess you could say. Um, Even when we went home to Delaware in November, we didn't go and see him. And I've been struggling with whether or not to talk about it, but I'm vlogging this for me and it's my truth, so. The fact is, I had a shitty relationship with my dad because of my stepmom. She and I never got along. And quite frankly, she was verbally and emotionally abusive towards everybody in her path, including my dad. Um, when my brother had his nervous breakdown almost 2 years ago, and we suddenly had most of our household income ripped out from under us, she would give him shit for helping, for sending us money. We were going to be homeless, have our electricity turned off, and she got mad. Every time I called the house to talk to him, she'd pick up the phone and say, "How much money you want this time, Aaron?" Yeah, hi, I'm Aaron, by the way. I don't care anymore. So it finally got to a point where, for my own sanity, and I told him this, that I could not call the house anymore. So when we were there in November, I wasn't able to get an independent ride down to Maryland to visit them, which would have meant that somebody would have had to either drop us off or we would have had to take Greyhound there, and then I would have been trapped there with her and my son and my brother, who is bipolar. And they don't give a shit. Well, I say they. Dad doesn't care, but her and her family would have been like, "Why don't you guys have jobs?" Because they're all Trumpers. They don't give a fuck about people. So yeah. These were pictures are all from when my grandparents, my dad's parents, came to Delaware from California. How ironic is all this? When I was born. Everybody in this picture, except for my grandma Jenny on the right, is gone. Hug your parents. Call them no matter what's going on. Make sure that they know that you love them and that you care. Because this fucking guilt sucks. I don't. I think he knew how much we loved him, but I don't know for sure because we didn't tell him every week. We didn't call all the time. I'd been texting him on Facebook Messenger, but once in a while he just wouldn't answer, and I wouldn't hear from him for like a month or so. And that was normal. Dad and I are a lot alike that way. In fact, we're a lot alike in a lot of ways, which is making this really hard too. But, God, I didn't think I was going to cry. I thought I was done. Thank God I have therapy later today. My brother's in his right now. He was the best dad ever. Well, maybe not ever. We had problems. He was an alcoholic, but he did get sober later in life. I just wish I'd have been there to see it. No. He'd be like, all right, Aaron, get on your bike. We're going for a ride. And we'd be gone all day. Miles and miles and miles. When I was 7, 8 years old. Just bike riding. Going fishing. He drove us cross country 3, 4 times. This one right here with the camera. This is how he looked through most of my childhood. That video camera out, documenting everything. He was so happy to take us to Disneyland. Twice, all the way from Delaware. It's our house. It's where we were living when my mom died. My son, and that's the stepmom, Mary. It's in Philadelphia. These are 4 years apart. And that's the last picture I ever took with him. Almost 10 years ago. This is a candy dish that we both painted. How talented he was. This man could take a piece of wood and create anything from a bookshelf to a piece of art. And it was real art. Yeah, my brother's gonna be back soon, and I don't want him to walk up while I'm filming, so I wasn't sure how to do this, so I don't know. I'm just gonna upload it. I'm not gonna edit it or anything. I had a whole bunch of stuff filmed for a vlog. Obviously, I cut my hair, and I had that. I have some other stuff to talk about the gaming channel, which I will later. We're still just processing. Yeah. It's Father's Day weekend. Call your dad if you can. If you can't, be good to yourself. Spend the day remembering. I don't know how to end this. Yeah. Thank you to anybody who's followed me up until now. I really do appreciate it. Happy Father's Day. Happy Juneteenth. And be good to each other.